This video will contain spoilers for That Night on Venom episodes 1 through 9 and the prologue. I suggest you listen to the series yourself before continuing to watch this video. You can find this series on Spotify or other podcast platforms. That Night on Venom is a Star Fox audio drama series produced by Henry Mason, a voice actor who has had roles in Zom 100, Prince of Tennis, and Demon Slayer. Now I will admit, I am not the most knowledgeable when it comes to the Star Fox series. While I have always known of the series' existence, I only really got into it through A Fox in Space, another fan series produced by Matthew Gafford. That being said, I have a general idea of the premise and characters. I stumbled upon the series because I was just looking for more Star Fox content. After listening to the series, I believe that That Night on Venom is probably the closest thing to a Star Fox anime we got right now, not counting the Star Fox Zero OVA. From an outsider's perspective on the series, the tone and story definitely feels the most direct to Star Fox 64, while leaning more into the character drama and unexplored concepts, primarily the mysterious history between James and Wolf. As of this review, the prologue episode and episodes 1 through 9 are up on Spotify or other podcast sites, with 22 episodes being planned. And after where episode 9 ends, I definitely can't wait for the rest. So without further ado, let's rock and roll.
Corneria, fourth planet of the Lilat system.
After the opening Star Fox narration cuts partway through, we see Wolf holding Peppy hostage as James pleads for him to let Peppy go. This is obviously happening shortly after Pig betrayed the OG Star Fox team. Wolf is angry at James for some apparent failure or betrayal on James's end, saying that he looked up to him and goes, "You're a fraud, Spider-Man." James assures him that he won't run away if Wolf lets Peppy go and shows him like a picture of Fox, saying that he is staying to ensure his son's safety. And Wolf proceeds to do something to James as the feed cuts. It's ambiguous on purpose, so I assume either Wolf killed James or let him hang out with the Space Whale. Yeah, I read the Nintendo Power Comics.
What is our plan?
We could throw books at his men.
We don't have that many books.
We don't have that many men either.
So, in case we didn't know Fox was the main character, he gets brain blasted with the events that will happen in the story montage before he's woken up by Slippy. When the Star Fox team meets up in the main room on the Great Fox, they discuss the mission to head to Venom while assisting the allies on the planets they come across. We get a good feel for all their personalities. Fox is a leader, he has his mind made up on something, he will stick to it. However, he does have some self-doubt and relies on his teammates for support and focuses on keeping them together. Peppy is the old veteran. Fox relies on him due to his longer experience. However, due to his age and some trauma, he suffers from amnesia related to James' disappearance. He is arguably full of more self-doubt than Fox. Falco is the hothead pilot on the team. Now, I'm not gonna lie, from the clips I've seen from Star Fox 64, I thought it was going to be insufferable and just start conflict for no reason. However, I think Falco might be my favorite character in this series. He may be prideful and quick to anger, but there's an earnestness to it, like I could see things from Falco's perspective. For example, Fox decides to take Falco's role as battle tactician and give it to Peppy. Now, while Falco is mad that he was replaced, he also has a legitimate concern over Peppy not having a clear memory over the mission 5 years ago with James, as that is what they're relying on to prepare for Andross' forces. Falco does care about his friends, and is honestly just trying to make sense of this crazy war they're involved in. Slippy is the mechanic and the youngest on the team. The others rely on him for his tech, but he tends to get under people's skin and results in panicking in tough situations. Also, he has very bad social cues. Like, he straight up just says, "Hey Fox, are you having some self-doubt issues because you lost your dad on a similar mission?" And everyone's like, "Bro, what are you doing?" And Fox is like, "No, it's fine. I'm glad you're being honest." Though that doesn't stop him from getting under Falco's skin and starting a shouting match with him. Slippy also mentions that there's also an energy storm that could appear on Katina, but I'm sure nothing will come of it. I'm sure it's fine. So their plan is to start assisting the allies on Corneria and then work their way through the Lilat system. Based on notes from James' mission, they need a transmitter to fly through Venom undetected so they will steal one from an enemy warship. They start to head for their R-Wings and take off towards Cornelia. Before they leave, Fox and Pepe have some heart-to-heart. Despite his self-doubt, Pepe wants to see this mission through and asks Fox, what does it mean to be strong? I believe this to be the core question of this series. How does one overcome the struggles they're faced with? And do they hold on to their beliefs? Do they rely on their loved ones? And what happens when you waver on these things?
We? Now we going to
What
war.
do you mean we? Nintendo?
No,
we?
nigga, we as in us.
Us? Are you talking about
No,
the movie?
nigga, us.
The gang enter Corneria and begin making their way through Andros' forces. They encounter two leaders of the attack on Corneria, Grunga and Vlad. Grunga is piloting a giant contraption with legs that is carrying a bomb that is heading towards the city, while Vlad pilots a warship and commands the troops to surround Star Fox. The team starts to get overwhelmed, and with Bill sending a distress signal from Katina asking for help, Falco thinks that they should just leave after taking care of the small fires, as the bomb will only detonate in Nifty City, only for them to find out that the citizens have not finished evacuating the city. Fox asks Vlad to hold off the attack until the Cornerians are safe, but Vlad doesn't care. This will be the start of Fox challenging and being challenged by the ideas of morality in battle. To take care of the bomb mech, Fox and Falco shoot off the legs at the same time to stop its advancement. Slippy is tasked with removing the transmitter and deactivating the bomb, to which he starts to panic. However, Fox assures Slippy to do whatever he can and that they will accept the outcome whether they live or die, to which Falco just scoffs at. He's like, I'm not dying for this. He really has no intentions of being blown to pieces if Slippy messes up. While Grunga is out of commission, Vlad proceeds to engage with Fox.
It was something about when I put this hat on, it made me feel like Superman. You made a Superman. That's my favorite superhero.
One thing I forgot to mention in episode 2 is that something happened with the gang's comms that makes it so enemies can hear what they are saying, giving them a disadvantage when it comes to strategy. Keep this in mind, as this will be important soon. Firstly, we jump to Andros, who is getting briefed on what happened on Corneria. He briefs Andrew on something mysterious that I cannot tell you because the dialogue is something along the lines of, do you really think we should do blank? I'm not sure we should do blank. Okay, if you think blank is the best option. Like, I've listened to this series twice. Just because I like it, doesn't mean I'll pretend to fully understand it, but I'm sure this is referencing something that will happen later on. Anyway, Andros tells Starwolf to intercept Star Fox on Fortuna. We jump back to the battle as Slippy and Pepe deal with the bomb, and while Fox fights Vlad and Falco takes out the small fries. Fox gets mad at Vlad for attacking him after hiding behind a smokescreen, calling him a coward. Now Fox, you were right on the money when you called Vlad a psycho for wanting to attack civilians, but this is a dogfight to the death. Of course he's going to try to win somehow. Like, this is giving me Ichigo wanting Ukiura or whatever his name is to cut off his leg and arm to make the fight fair levels of stupidity. Don't make me side with the crazy murderer spew rhetoric about how morals are worthless and all that. However, as we see later down the line, Fox acting like this isn't an accident. I believe Fox has this naive sense of heroism that he takes to an absurd degree because it gives him some stability, a way to separate himself from his enemies, the people who killed his father. But he will still realize that in war, the first thing he has to worry about is his own survival, and that will soon change him. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Vlad further shows his insanity by using his ship to absorb his troops to repair it, killing them. After Fox gets his controls disabled, Falco's had enough and takes on Vlad himself. He tells Fox to escape with the others while he keeps him busy, and flies up and tries to do a dive bomb to keep Vlad busy that will kill him. Fox, like a complete nutjob all of a sudden, tells Falco to go for it. Just go, do it, Falco, crash. You're not a And Vlad gets ecstatic, just like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm enjoying it. However, at the last minute, Falco pulls up, and Fox regains his controls and takes a critical shot at Vlad. It was all an act. Fox and Falco use the disadvantage of their comms being hacked to trick Vlad. Fox tells Vlad that the only reason he defeats him is because he is a coward and would believe teammates would sacrifice each other to win. As Vlad takes his final breath, he tells Fox that he may have been able to hold on to his ideals for this battle, but one day he will soon have to get his hands dirty. And with the enemy army defeated, Star Fox takes off from Corneria.
I lie to myself. Every morning, when I wake up, I say everything's gonna be okay, but I'm lying.
So the gang are now on their way to Katina. Slippy came in clutch by getting their transceiver during the Corneria fight, meaning they can now enter Venom safely. As they calmly fly through space, they enter Meteo, a collection of asteroids that were once a defense line protecting Corneria, until Andross's machine, the Meteo Crusher, split the formation. The OG Star Fox had to deal with the machine on their mission to Venom 5 years ago. With the gang split off to navigate around the asteroids, Fox and Peppy have another moment. Peppy is once again giving Fox props for staying chill, but Fox admits that he is, like, not okay. Flying through Meteo is bringing up painful memories about losing his dad. In addition to his close call with Cornerio, Fox tells Peppy that when he finds Andross, he's gonna kill him. All Peppy can really say is, I guess some things can't be forgiven. And like, what else is there to say? Like, your surrogate son is justified in wanting to put Andross 6 feet under in space. Wait, wouldn't that just be a black hole? But you don't want him to be consumed by hate. But there's no time for moral quandaries when Slippy is snitching on Falco for putting him on mute. They have a quick laugh about it before they suddenly get a radio frequency. The frequency plays a recording of Peppy and James navigating through Meteo, voicing concerns over their mission. Slippy thinks there's something wrong and tries to turn it off, but Fox just goes, "Let it play." Like, bro, I think you should let it play. Once the recording ends, Slippy determines that the recording came from James's R-Wing black box, and that the signal is coming from Venom, which piques Fox's interest. Peppy has no recollection of the event in the recording. However, the gang are soon attacked by the fabled Meteor Crusher. The Meteor Crusher pilot talks mad about James, so Fox wants to stay and fight. Falco voices concern about backing up the allies on Katina, so Fox tells Falco and Slippy to go on, while he and Peppy stay and fight.
Drill!
We see a flashback of Wolf being chased and being called a traitor, though he pleads he is innocent. James is also there too, saying something like, "I'll come back for all of you, again." Some things in the story are vague on purpose. Wolf wakes up from his nightmare in the middle of a battle with the Cornerians. Wolf completely decimates them. The Cornerians start cussing him out, calling him every single insult in the English dictionary. Heck, they probably start doing it in barks. But Wolf is indifferent. Whatever happened to him definitely formed his apathy towards how others perceive him. Others may see him as evil, but Wolf is just a survivor. Wolf learns from the other Star Wolf members that they have been ordered to head to Fortuna. However, Wolf tells Andrew to head there instead, while the rest proceed with another plan. Back in Meteo, Falco and Slippy are flying to Katina. Slippy tells Falco that they should have stayed to help, but Falco tells him that they would just begin the way of Fox needing to get payback. As Peppy and Falco start duking it out with the Meteor Crusher, Peppy gets hit and can't move. It seems that they are way in over their heads, prompting Peppy to tell Fox that he will take the full blast of the Crusher's cannon, giving Fox a chance to shoot a bomb. Fox rejects this notion, telling Peppy that he is the reason he's been able to move on ever since he has lost his dad, and that he will show him what it takes to endure. As the cannon fires, Fox performs a continuous barrel roll, deflecting the blast while causing serious damage to his body. Like bro was about to go full Gurren Lagann and drill through the Crusher, but the pilot pulls out, not wanting to smoke. Despite the stress placed on Fox's body, he insists on catching up with the others, so he and Peppy head for Katina. So the Meteor Crusher pilot is on his hands and knees begging Andross to run it back with Star Fox. Andross says he'll have his machine upgraded and dismisses him, but plans to waste him if it fails again. Meanwhile, at Katina, Fox and Peppy catch up to Slippy, Falco, and the Husky Squadron, fighting a mechanical dragon. Fox and the gang have trouble dealing with the mech as it creates copies of the Husky ships. Bill keeps on going, "Fox, that's one of ours!" when they shoot the allies by accident. After they deal with the threat, they pick up Star Wolf's signal on Fortuna. The gang brings a sigh of relief, as it seems like they don't have to worry about fighting Star Wolf right. So Fox goes, "What the f***? I thought you guys were on Fortuna." Wolf responds, "Technically Andrew is on Fortuna. If his bitch ass was good for anything, it's being a decoy. How does Phil get caught lacking?" Star Wolf also reveals that the gang's communications being hacked all the way starting back at the Corneria fight was on them, because they have been using James's R-Wing that's been left on Venom to hack their communications. Like, they're Fox team has the same frequency, so they were just using the R-Wing to hack, but that's also been making the black box communications go AWR as well. So Slippy got hit with Star Wolf as they appear, and Wolf directs the team to start ganging up on Slippy since he has the transmitter. With Husky Squadron focusing on taking out the other enemy ships, the team can focus now on Star Wolf. As usual, Peppy takes Pigma, Falco takes Leon, and Fox takes Wolf. New mission, survive long enough for Slippy to regain control, and they'll be able to take Star Wolf 4-3. The real battle begins now.
Look, you, the plane you flew in on, them shoes, your socks with the bell on it.
So Andrew is fighting on Fortuna, and Andros calls talking about the, vague plan I keep on mentioning that I'm not even gonna bother getting into at this point. And Andrew says that, he's still confused about what's going on, but Andros is like, don't worry, you'll know in due time. Also, if you go to Macbeth, you'll get a new wolf in, so happy birthday, I guess. But anyway, back with Katina, Wolf and Fox go at it. Fox, trying not to die, pulls a maneuver to get the edge over Wolf, and you may be asking, what did Fox do? Well, he hides in a smokescreen, then attacks. Let me repeat that. Fox hides in a smokescreen, then attacks. May I remind you what happened in the previous episode? Bro was literally throwing a tantrum over the enemy doing the same thing, but now it's okay to do because, it's a fight to the death. So yeah, Fox is starting to just not give a flip. Even Wolf is pretty surprised at this, because he knows the fight that Fox and Vlad had, and he calls Fox a coward. Fox isn't the only one with new moves, as Wolf charges at him with his slice and dice technique, using the Wolfen's long and sharp wings to try to cut down Fox. And Fox starts to freak out, like his animal instincts are starting to tell him to keep his distance. Then Wolf goes, well, I suppose you would resort to cowardly tricks since you have a coward on your team. I'm surprised you still let that rabbit around after what he did. Peppy, that's his name, right? And Fox wonders what Wolf is talking about, but he still is on the defensive, with his body still sore from the fight with the Meteor Crusher. But suddenly, the members of Star Fox and Star Wolf start receiving another black box recording. The recording is when James and Peppy are being betrayed by Pigma and ambushed by Leon and Andrew. Then I'm surprised to see that Wolf is on the enemy side. Fox has had enough and demands answers. Wolf is not interested in elaborating, and the fight continues. Due to a feint attack from Pigma, Fox finds himself caught in an out-of-control barrel roll, with Fox fighting to stay awake. Slippy tells Fox, just hang in there a little longer. Remember what you said on Canaria? We win or lose together. Slippy's systems come back online, and he's able to stop Fox from spinning. With the battle now 4-3, Star Wolf decides to retreat. Fox is now starting to see red and goes, they are not getting from this planet alive, and chase after them. Now, they're heading towards an energy storm. An energy storm Slippy predicted was going to appear all the way back in episode 1. And Falco says, hey yo, that storm is getting real close, look, we gotta pull out. And Fox says, no, it's too late. But personally, I think he's just capping and he just wants to get Star Wolf. Star Wolf shoots back at the gang, and someone gets hit. But they end up all flying into the storm and get separated, and Fox soon passes out.
Slip is dead.
When Fox wakes up in his down R-Wing in the middle of the storm, he hears another black box recording. This time, James is telling Peppy to escape without him, with Peppy insisting that he stays as the two of them deal with Andros' forces. Falco runs up to Fox's ship, and after confirming he's okay, goes to find the others. There's a great moment where Falco admits that Fox is the only one who can take down Wolf, as he gives him some of his fuel for Fox, in case Wolf appeals later. Did I mention Falco is my favorite character in this series? Once Falco finds Peppy, the three of them communicate over comms. They recall Star Wolf taking a shot at them and conclude that Peppy was the one who got hit. They soon get a call from Slippy, telling them that he's alright but he can't move, or he can't leave his R-Wing. However, Star Wolf appears. With the others down, Star Wolf can continue their original mission, which was to destroy the transmitter and the one who has it. Star Wolf begins to fire on Slippy, while Slippy continuously screams, I can't move! I can't move! I can't move! I can't... Yeah, this happened, and Fox, Peppy, and Falco couldn't do anything to stop it. With the transmitter destroyed, Starwolf decides to leave. Wolf tells Fox that if he wants to learn more about what happened to his father, to meet him at these coordinates, and sends it to him. Fox and Falco rush to the R-Wing wreckage and find Slippy, but Slippy is unresponsive. Fox tells Falco to go with Peppy back to the Great Fox and that he will join them later. We flash back to when Falco and Slippy were navigating around the asteroids in Meteo. Falco asks Slippy what he's going to do with all the reward money that he gets once they defeat Andros. Slippy admits that he hasn't really thought about it, but what he wants more than anything is to have a heroic moment like the others do. Falco assures him that defusing the bomb on Canaria was cool, but Slippy doesn't see it that way, as he was freaking out the entire time. Falco gets pissed at Slippy that he can't take a compliment, so he mutes him, causing them to start arguing again. There's something else I could really add to it. Slippy is just a real one. Or was a real one. Some time passes and Fox takes off from Katina and enters the Great Fox. Fox tells them that Slippy is dead. Like, not a joke. They say he's dead. Now Falco is not taking this well and demands to know what went wrong. Fox starts to question where Peppy was in the storm, which confuses Falco. Falco is like, bro, what are you talking about? He was in his R-Wing, he obviously couldn't communicate with us. But Fox keeps grilling Peppy, asking if he heard the black box transmission, asking if he left his father to die. Fox's doubts have been boiling over inside for a while, and Slippy's death is the straw that broke the camel's back. Pepper retorts, look, I don't remember what happened, I wish I could. Are you going to believe someone who hangs out with Mr. Daddy screamed real good before he died? You really believe Wolf over me? Did you leave him to die or not? That's enough! With the transmitter destroyed, the gang cannot slip past Venom's defenses. Peppy, in a very poor time for his amnesia to not work, tells Fox that there's another transmitter that James had, which Wolf must now have. Fox, stopping himself from strangling Peppy, tells them that Wolf sent him coordinates and that he's going to meet with them. Falco doesn't want to engage with Starwolf anymore, with Fox calling him a coward. Like, damn Fox, that's your favorite word, isn't it? The team put it to a vote, with Falco and Peppy outvoting Fox. Knowing how dangerous Starwolf is, they will head for Venom instead and fight through his defenses. It's not ideal, they're going in blind, but after losing Slippy, Falco and Peppy don't want to take another chance. As the gang prepared to head for Sector X, Fox finds a recorded message from Slippy telling them that he's sorry he's always been a burden, but spending time with him were the best moments of his life. And Fox just starts breaking down, crying. Remembering Vlad's words, Fox realizes that his ideals and beliefs were not enough to save his friend, and that the only thing he could do now is cast him aside. The gang arrives in Sector X. It is littered with debris from a fabled experiment that Andros is working on going awry. Falco apologizes to Fox for getting heated on the Great Fox earlier. Falco tells him that he understands what Fox is going through, and he just wants to find answers about what happened to his father, as Falco doesn't know his own parents. Thanks for saying that, Falco. We're cool. That's good. You want to change formation? I need to rest in the back, so can you be in the front? Sure. If you cut the bullshit. Excuse you? I'm not stupid. You think I'm gonna run off to meet Wolf, so you're trying to trick me into staying in line? Just say it, you coward. God, I have dog-fought, dive-bombed, and got hit by a thunderstorm. If you call me a coward one more time. But before things could get heated again, the Meteor Crusher pulls up for round 2, having been directed by Wolf to intercept them. The Meteor Crusher begins to chomp on pieces of debris to shoot at the gang. Peppy gets hit and can't move. Like, wow, this is a running joke at this point. Fox goes full throttle, with the Crusher pilot noticing how Fox is going past his limits. The Crusher also puts a reflector shield out, but there's some areas that the shield can't protect, prompting Fox and Falco to focus on attacking those areas. Just then, Andros' troops portal in and begin surrounding the group. The commander of the new fleet tells the Crusher pilot that Andros is relieving him of duty and that they will finish off Star Fox themselves. In response, the Crusher pilot vaporizes the fleet. Fox asks why did he do that. The pilot tells him that this fight is his and that he will defeat Star Fox to restore his honor. And Fox goes, "That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard." To which the Crusher pilot responds, "What happened to all that talk about ideals and beliefs? What happened to wanting a fair fight? What happened to Fox McCloud? All I see in front of me is Wolf Aldano." And the roles are reversed now. The villain has more honor than the hero. This Crusher pilot may be hyping up Andros like he's the second coming, but his beliefs he sticks by. Fox, however, is only focused on victory by any means necessary. Falco asks Fox to tell him when he's clear to fire. Fox yells clear, but a piece of debris hits Falco as he fires. Falco is like, dude, you said I was clear, and Fox is like, not now, let's just finish this. Fox fully goes Gurren Lagann and drills through Falco's blast, and drills straight through the Meteor Crusher, finally defeating it and killing the pilot. Phew, I'm gonna need therapy when this is all over, then you better start taking notes. Fox suddenly rips open Peppy's R-Wing and takes the fuel cell. Falco tries to go after Fox, but he can't move. Son of a... You planned this! You knew I wasn't clear! I'm going to get that transmitter. I'm signaling the Great Fox to come get you. Once you refuel, head to my coordinates. You've lost your mind! You lost your mind! No, Peppy has lost his mind, or so he wants us to think. I'm not afraid of doing what needs to be done. No, Fox, you have always been afraid. Afraid of accepting the fact that your dad is gone and you may never know what happened to him. So afraid that you're willing to believe a mass murderer over your own friends, trick them in the middle of battle, and leave them stranded in the middle of space. I'm not a coward, Fox. You are. And if you do this, you will lose our trust forever. Falco is spitting facts, but Fox is not getting it. And Peppy pleads with Fox, don't do this. I'm sorry about your father. I can't remember no matter how hard I try. Please don't do this. I've made my decision. Stand by for extraction. And Peppy, don't get in my way. You'll only get yourself hurt. So Fox takes off. Falco urges Peppy to shoot Fox to prevent him from leaving, but Peppy can't bring himself to do it. Having been left floating in the middle of Sector X, Falco goes, that's it. I'm snitching, and calls General Pepper to explain the situation. So that was the first 9 episodes and the prologue of That 9 of Venom, a series that does more in 5 years than what Nintendo can do in a decade. That was a joke, I don't need the Nintendo ninjas coming after Henry. When will we see more episodes? I couldn't tell you. 8 episodes were released in 2020 and episode 9 was in 2024. But people have other stuff to do, and it is cool to see an industry professional taking time to work on a passion project. I really hope people who see this video at this point have already listened to the series themselves. My goal was not to be a substitute, but just to provide thoughts and nonsensical commentary on the series, so just don't really see it talked about a lot on the internet. Please support the guys' content either way, but that is about it. What are you guys' thoughts on That 9 of Venom, or Star Fox as a whole? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, I'm going to go to sleep now.